teach you some ways to dress up your songs. If you are a beginner and you know some strum patterns and some chords, you can change them without stopping. Now it's time to move your playing up to the next level and add some techniques that will make your songs more interesting and a lot more fun. The first thing I'm going to show you are how to use strum patterns. Now, if you're using the same strum pattern for every song, stop that. Learn some new strum patterns. I've got some instructional videos on my YouTube page that will show you some more strums. Don't think you have to use the same strum for the entire song. Consider using one strum for the verse and another strum for the chorus, and that'll make it sound a little different. So here's how Brown-Eyed Girl would sound if I use two different strums. I'm going to do the last line of the verse leading into the chorus. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da? So did you notice? I started off with down, down, up, up, down, up. For the chorus, I switched to down, down, up, down, down, up. Cool, huh? Another way to add interest to your songs is to add some stops. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. It's the beginning of Proud Mary, and that's a lot of D. So in order to make it a little more rhythmic and to give it more interest, you could add some stops. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. So what I'm doing is I'm playing down, up, stop, up, down, up, stop, up, down, up, stop. And I'm on the D chord if you want to play along with me. What I'm using to stop is this part of my strumming hand. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Okay, so in the song it would sound like this. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. All right, you can also use stops in other ways. Just a single stop maybe at the end of a verse or at the end of a chorus on a lot of songs. So if we go back to Brown-Eyed Girl, I can put a stop between the verse and the chorus. So again, here's the last line of the chorus, of the verse rather, leading into the chorus. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la? So that's a cool way to make your songs more interesting. You can also do single strums. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. That's a really good way to emphasize certain lines. You don't want to do that for a whole song, but it's really great in the beginning of a song if you want to build up the intensity, or if you just want to emphasize that one line that's really cool. Another thing that you can do is do some chord substitutions. Now, instead of playing this version of a G chord, try a bar chord. If you don't know how to play bar chords, I've got an instructional video that shows you how to do that. Now, a bar chord will give you a different sound. Alright, so if I was going to play the beginning of Brown-Eyed Girl with the bar chord, hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. So that'll give you a slightly different sound. Another thing that you consider is finger picking. So if I was going to do Where Have All the Flowers Gone strumming, it would be Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Well, that works, but finger picking is very cool. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. So very briefly, what I'm playing is the 6th string, 3, 2, and then 1. So 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1. If you want a more in-depth study of that finger picking pattern, I have an instructional video about that one too. Consider mixing up finger picking and strumming. You could start a song finger picking it and then pick up your pick, or if you strum with your fingers, and then start strumming. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. different sound. Another thing that you can employ are hammer-ons. A hammer-on sounds like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my index finger and lifting it up and then putting it down on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Now you can do this on any string or any fret, but I'm just demonstrating for our purposes here. So lift up your index finger, pluck the string, and then put it down on that 2nd fret. You should be able to hear 2 separate notes. Okay, so I like to play hammer-on in John Prine's Paradise. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. Cool, huh? You can also do hammer-ons on entire chords. Like here's a hammer-on an A minor chord. So again, what I'm doing is I am putting my fingers in the shape of an A minor, striking the strings, and then placing them on the strings. Okay? Alright. And then one more thing that you can do is you can play an alternating bass. This works especially well for country music, although it's in other genres too. So if I go back to the G chord, I can play that top string as the bass note, but then the next time I strum, it could be the 5th string. I'll demonstrate. 6, 5, 6, 5. Can you hear that? So again, if I did it in Paradise, when I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. All right, if you want to know more techniques for dressing up your songs, I teach via Skype. I'll put the address somewhere here in this frame. You can also go to jamieanderson.com and look on my homepage. There's a way to contact me there. And while you're there, look around. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've got 11 albums out. I'd love for you to hear my music. If you want more video lessons, you can find me at Jamie Anderson on YouTube. But make sure you search for Jamie Anderson Music. Otherwise, you'll find that snowboarder, and I'll bet she doesn't even play the guitar. So I would love to hear from you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.